Move, unless you don't mind the spatter. I'll keep him alive for a time. He won't starve. His limbs have so much flesh to sustain him. Go tell Harani the Marama is dead. Leave me to my work. Exactly. And I'll have the blood that's due. What does this creature's life matter to you anyway? You dare speak for my Sylvanar? I'll beat you with your own flayed skin. I'll smash your teeth to powder and choke you with the dust. You're right. Curse your bones, you're right. Take them away before I lose myself.
Keep her away from me!
We've taken Ulandil into custody thanks to your quick action. No treaty will keep him from proper justice. I understand. I am certain she'll find another way to mourn her husband. I asked Ulandil what he meant about the Tempest. After what that Green Lady did to him, it is difficult for him to focus. But what he did say isn't good at all. The Maormer have some ships waiting offshore. Ulandil's people signaled them before the Green Lady arrived. Some sort of invasion force. With the Dominion's help, perhaps we can fortify the town. That alone may save many lives. I signed a new treaty moments ago. Vicereeve Peladil assured me the Dominion will protect our little island. It's a new beginning for Khenarthi's roost. We will prosper or fall together.
Hey, slow pause. You! Yes, you! Commander Karaneth needs you immediately. The Maormer attacked Cat's Eye Key from the sea. Commander Karaneth holds the line at the docks. She needs help stopping the Maormer before they push into Mistral. Zairi will find more to help. Be swift, Slowpaws.
Hope no more get into the camp.
Wish they'd just leave us alone.
Have you lost your mind?
Everything this one sells is fresh, except for what's clearly marked old. Everything.
Marvel at its slavering maw.
Did you come in with the storm? I'm sure you worked up a thirst out there.
In Daggerfall, packs of these horrible monsters roam the streets at night and prey upon the unwary. My own father, divine save his soul.
I'm sitting on a pier, ready to end it all, and the Sylvanar appears. Don't give up, he says. The green provides for all its saplings. You just need a patch of sun. Vincano comes to me the next day, looking for sailors. To think I nearly gave up.
For 5 gold, gaze into its eyes. Peer into the face of death itself. For 10, place your hand upon its fur. Feel the muscle of a true killing machine.
Keep some distance from the beast. It is only my long exposure to it that allows me to tolerate the smell. Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra, a real, live dog. Do not worry, it is safely caged. Dahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones.
Without a well-crafted, carefully maintained weapon, you can end up as a meal for some wild animal. Or worse. All sorts of dangerous things out there, my friend.
I have the finest in armor available. Well, some of it's not all that fine, but it's still decent quality.
The mainland.
I have the finest in armor.
Doesn't look like it. Perhaps you are right. Still, keep checking, will you?
I have the finest.
Still nothing.
Do they think they are playing at? We paid them, yes?
Who knows? Maybe they got caught? It wouldn't be the first time. Knives. If they don't make the drop soon, let's cut our losses and make for the mainland.
This one does not like it. But perhaps you are right. Still, keep checking, will you?
Where was the fun in that? It wasn't even worth the bounty.
I'd rather be cracking heads.
Quality wares.
Mine is an honor.
our losses and make for the mainland.
This one does not like it. But perhaps you are right. Still, keep checking, will you?
What is wrong with you? Come now, friends. Have you seen Juraira's latest shipment? Don't push, don't shove. She's got enough for everyone.
Crime in progress! Call a guard!
That's enough!
The Sylvanar is... You don't know? While King Eredon rules over the people of Valenwood, the Sylvanar looks after our spirits. Together with the Green Lady, we can see our true potential. If the Sylvanar is our spirit, the Green Lady is our strength. She is unequaled in physical prowess and a master of martial disciplines. If we were all so strong, nothing could stand in our way.
Isn't High Fancy wonderful? He's been to every port between here and Sentinel.
It isn't every day a bard comes to Mistral. What better way to set aside our cares than by listening to songs of far-off lands?
Marvel at its slavering maw.
Climbs. If they don't make the drop soon, let's cut our losses and make for the mainland.
This one does not like it. But perhaps you are right. Still, keep checking, will you?
This one believes that each piece of wood can have only one ideal use. As a woodworker, Splinterpaws must find this ideal use. Only then can he create a useful object. And if it is the will of Joan and Jode, An object of lasting beauty. Certainly, woodworkers shape wood into all manner of useful tools, but bows, staves, and shields are our specialty. This work requires fine lumber and a sturdy work table. We also seek out style books and rare ingredients for more advanced work. Sure, while shaping the wood, we can choose a special trait to focus on. It takes research to discover these techniques, but it's well worth the effort. Increasing the weight or tuning the angle can draw out different advantages in the final product. Well, the piece can be improved even more through the use of resins, special elements that enhance the value and quality of your work. The improvement process is delicate, so be sure you've got enough tempers and a steady hand. Good luck! This one believes that each piece of...
Somebody stop the criminal scum!
I have many quality items crafted of the finest woods in all of Tamriel. Would you like to peruse my inventory?
There's always more to do.
I love Mistral, but it is good to see Aunt Mary faces again.
What do you want?
You there. The Marmor attacked Cat's Eye Key with their Sea Viper forces. We need every able body for the rescue effort. Huh. A counterattack? I'd settle for an organized defense. Our forces are scattered too thin. If we can't hold the gates, Mistral will fall to the Marmor. I'll coordinate Dominion forces from here, but I can't lock down this gate until the survivors clear out of the market. Send them my way. We need everyone able to defend Mistral on this side of the wall.
Snakes! Giant snakes coming from the sea!
Those Malma pirates came from the water. They're all over Cat's Eye Key. Sea vipers happened. One must have struck me on the head. When I woke, a sea viper was carving strange runes on my bodyguard's skin. I hit that awful pirate with a broken spar and we ran. No, we can still move. We'll head to Mistral if it's safe there. By the 8, it's inspiring to see Dominion soldiers. Maybe Sergeant Firion can pull off our counterattack. The Marine by the gate to Cat's Eye Key plans to strike back at the Sea Vipers. I'm sure she can tell you the details. We'll get moving. Gods grant you strength.
We can't let those Maramar pirates reach Mistral. They'll butcher our families. I saw great serpents emerge from the waters. Those sea viper cowards made them snap at everyone in striking distance. No. When I saw my neighbors fall, I ran. What kind of Khajiit am I? You were with Dominion, yes? Your Sergeant Firian plans to strike back. Give those pirate cowards a trouncing! I'll do no such thing. If any of those sea vipers shows a face on this side of the gate, I'll claw it off myself.
What are you doing here? It doesn't matter. If you're in the mood to cave in some sea viper skulls, I don't really care. You feel that cold air rushing off the sea? Just like it was before the hurricane. We can't wait to cut off the snake's head. We are the Dominion counterattack. I sent my squad to scout Cat's Eye Key. If they haven't learned what the Sea Viper's plan, we can poke around until we figure out what needs chopping. Don't worry, your wizard friend can seal the gate behind us. I'll hold the gate, if you think you'll have need for a wizard. Or you could bring a Dominion Marine. Up to you. Then let's fillet these fish elf bastards. We should check the house.
At last, I'm free.
Hey, squad got separated. Nistel and I found Onglorn. They hurt him bad. Sea vipers carved runes in his chest. I grabbed him. Nistel held them off. Hunting sea vipers. If you see her, tell her Onglorn will be all right.
You've done your part. Get back to Mistral when you can. We should check the houses, or secluded areas with good visibility of the key.
I'll require accommodations for myself and my aide. You'll provide them, of course.
This is a ship. Plenty of room if you're looking.
I don't care to sail through Corp. Where do you need to? I can take you to Vulcan.
Hold up there. Honor and praise. I will need you to speak with Watch Captain Astanya. Just follow the docks to the west. No, you're fine. The Queen herself has come to Volkelgard. Her royal guard, the 1st Auradon Marines, require us to log everyone entering the city.
So many little treasures. A shell, a coin, an amulet. A cruise finds them all.
I don't stink of fish. The green may stop at the edge of the water, but the sea provides as well. Ah, nothing like raw fish. Raw and wriggling. You seem suspiciously sober. Don't stay that way. The green may stop at the edge of the water, but Ah, nothing like raw fish. You seem suspiciously... I don't stink of fish. I'm surrounded by a delicious bouquet.
The inspector.
Oh. Nistel. We should check the house.
I was in the caves, working, when I heard a strange howling. Then warriors came out of nowhere and struck without mercy. Sea vipers, Maormer pirates. We paid protection through the month and let them put those strange totems in our cave. They've never been in the skooma trade. I meant moon sugar. It hit my head, you see. Our deaths, I suppose? After they killed enough of us, they left the rest of us alone. They knew we wouldn't fight back. They only paid attention to those totems. Well, until they collapsed the cave entrance. Some high elf wizard tried to get in, so they collapsed it. I dove outside. Lucky me. The wizard tried to tell me something, but I couldn't hear him at all. He stuffed this paper in my hands and walked off. Here, maybe you can make sense of it. What's that? My ears were ringing. Would you mind repeating the obvious? Wait, don't think me ungrateful. The wizard was looking for another way into the caves. I heard rumors of a secret door by the cliffs, but I never saw it myself.
There has to be a way.
seem to harness a combination of wind and spirit. I wonder if I can... Excuse me, do you mind? Indeed. I suppose that's optimal. These Sea Viper rituals are barbaric, but quite effective. The hurricane they summoned to dash our fleet against Kanafi's roost? That's nothing compared to their current efforts. You clearly haven't studied the fundamentals of blood sacrifice. You see, these serpent-shaped statues, they're storm totems. They collect spirit energies from rune-marked subjects and channel it, like water through a funnel. Exactly the right question. It seems the Sea Vipers use a specialized lodestone to block the channel. Approach an active storm totem, hold forth the lodestone, and harmlessly siphon the energy away. You should see for yourself. Completely. Go ahead, don't be shy. It's not as though the storm totem's energies will cascade throughout your body until you're nothing but a lifeless, smoking husk. But do avoid standing in the puddles, would you?
As much as I hate to...
Phenomenal. I knew proximity was the key. And look at you, not even a hint of electrocution. You have the principle. Now to apply it to the other storm totems before... well, best not to worry about that. No, I really shouldn't worry you. I can't say for certain. It's one of two things, neither of which is good for anyone on this island. You don't stoop to blood sacrifice unless you need a lot of energy very quickly. And, well, to release it, just as quickly. Listen, you handle the storm totems. I'll determine how to best counteract the Sea Viper blood ritual without destroying Mistral. Does that seem equitable? The only certainty is the lack of time. You should hurry.
The wizard seems... The wizard seems... wizard seems agitated. The wizard seems agitated. We need to drain those storm totems.
This is Eilsil, speaking directly to your mind. Find my Psijic projection near the tunnel exit. I know how to stop the Mauma.
I know what they're planning. Through my Psijic projection, I observed an old ritual site north of Mistral. The Sea Vipers summoned a powerful creature known as a Storm Atronach. They're funneling all that energy into their bound Storm Slave. The creature can only hold so much energy before it discorporates. All the energy will wash over Kanafi's roost, killing anything it touches. Except for the Thunderbugs, of course. Oh, and the mountain north of Mistral will shatter, leaving no trace of the town. Ah, there's the genius of their plan. How do you bind a creature made of storm energies? With the wind itself. 3 ritual horns trap Storm Slave, but the Lodestone now has enough storm energy to counteract the false winds. Elegant, yes? It will shed its corporeal form and safely release its stored energy. By safely, I mean in relation to Kanafi's roost. I recommend moving a fair distance away from Storm Slave when this happens. Perhaps keeping solid rock between it and yourself? You'll have no trouble. But in the event you do, I've opened a portal at a distance of 1 league from Kanafi's roost. There I'll tread water in the open sea until I've observed your success. Merely a precaution. I have every confidence.
I wish Nistel could have seen that thing.
Children of the sea, your bonds cannot hold the Tempest.
Come! You must leave this place! Follow me! My friend, to escape death so triumphantly is constant thrill, yes? Not so thrilling for the Maumar, of course. The Maumar are fled or dead thanks to your efforts. Kenarthi's roost is safe and voluntarily a part of the Aldmeri Dominion. So if you must know, Razumdar keeps an eye on promising people.
Maybe we should invest in some lightning rods.
Congratulations!
Sorry, friend.
You just got a bounty.
petty crimes become major ones soon enough.
You don't
God,
click on the
you're going to
bounty.
commit a
It's
crime.
a bounty.
At least go after something valuable.
You should pay your bounty to the guard, criminal.
This is... You think you're so smart, yes? Not smart enough, it seems. Come now, make this easier for everyone. Go away now, smelly one.
So much to do.
The Dominion welcomes all who wish to join.
Criminals these days have no ambition.
don't care to sail through corpses, but if I... I can...
Fair day, visitor. Please state your name for the record. I'll just write that down. By order of the 1st Oridon Marines, your presence in the Valkel Guard has been registered. Do your best to stay out of trouble and out of the way. Fare you well. Help? No, I don't think so. Actually, my guardsmen are all tied up right now. If you're up to it, perhaps you could look into some things for me. Good. I want you to speak with 2 members of the Queen's Court, Advisor Norian and Steward Eminway. They await assistance from the Guard. Hands I can't spare just now. Who do you want to speak to first? I see you prioritize well. You'll find him at a warehouse west of here. Be sure to tell him that I sent you. Once you've finished with both of them, report back to me on the town's upper level. Well, what are you waiting for? You hit your head recently? The Queen leads the Old Mary Dominion. She had some kind of wild time away from court a few years back, but now she's returned to reclaim her birthright, lead the Alliance. Off gallivanting across Tamriel? Who knows? Who cares? I wish I could just quit my job and come back to it when I get bored. Probably talking up the unity of the Dominion. Not all the Altmer are fans of the Alliance yet. No offense. Queen Irenne's personal guard. They're led by Battlereeve Urselmo, one of the most decorated warriors in the Dominion. No, I'm captain of the city guards here. The Marines are the right arm of the Queen. My duty is to the city. You hit your head recently?
I'm busy here. Away with you. In that case, you'll do nicely. My servant followed a burglar to this warehouse. The ignorant knave stole a set of marine deployment plans for the Queen's upcoming speech. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't know. I'm no burglar. In any case, we can't let those plans escape. They could be used to bypass the Queen's security, and we wouldn't want that.
Please, I did just as you asked. Yes. Yes, you did.
Well, did you find the plans? Oh, a pity. Keep the plans. You can give them to the captain next time you see her. In the meantime, I must attend to the Queen. Some kind of criminal feud, I'm sure. Now then, if you have some other task, you should be about it. Do I look like a steward's assistant? Do you take me for a commoner? No. But yes, I happen to know where she is. East Warehouse, just north of the docks. You can go now.
Steed and thief. Where? What do you want? Wait, never mind. I don't want to know. I'm not taking on any fares today. You're damned right there's something wrong. I needed to sail for Velen Harbor hours ago. I've got cargo still to load, and crew members deep in their cups around town. I'd let the guard have the lot of them if I could afford it. There's coin in it for you if you do. Let's see. Tanamo favors the tavern. Anala spars at the Fighters Guild, and Balafil was visiting the market. Don't know where De Gale's gotten to. One of the others may know where she is.
Hey there! Welcome!
Do I know you? You look familiar. Could just be the spiced wine talking.
Who? I don't know any Captain Fairies. And I sure don't know anything about a goat. Leave me be, all four of you. Oh, the Captain. The Scourge of the Sun. Destroyer of happiness and joy. Fine. I'll be on my way. After one more spiced wine, of course.
The heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end.
Greetings, Milksop. You must be lost. This is where Undaunted drink, not milksops. Now go away, Milksop. This one does not want to catch your milksopiness. Ha! You've probably fought what? Some mud crabs and malnourished bandits? Undaunted tackled the big things. Scary things. Found only in the dark places of the world. Things with flesh-eating fists, hungry for your face. We are thrill-seeking adventurers, everyone. We aren't mercenaries like the Fighters Guild, or patriots like the Dominion. We fight to prove we're the toughest of the litter. You want in? You'll have to prove yourself. That's the spirit. What's a centuries-old cursed bloodline in the face of unmitigated bravado? Enter the banished cells, stay a while, maybe bother a ghost. If you come out alive, see me at the tavern in Volkelgard. We'll talk more then. This one doesn't help. This one has already done his due diligence, seen his share of dangerous delves. His job is strictly to send the uninitiated head first into unknowable terror. But good luck in there. You'll come back with a story for sure. We're experienced adventurers. We can teach you skills and tactics a soldier cannot. Our battlefields are the deeps of Tamriel. There's also a cache of weapons and equipment found on our adventures for sale. Much more exotic than the local armory. Out by the old Release tombs, you'll find the banished cells. It's just a rumor, but I've heard there's an undead king there, and he's quite a handful for those who guard him. Sounds worthy of a visit. How often do you get to see an undead king? We are experienced adventurers. We can teach you skills and tactics.
Keep us from chastising Nern. And what he said no mortal can know. From dread Daedra save us. From Daedra keep us safe.
Hey, fresh meat. My mouth is dry. Get me a drink, or I'll tell Talise to wring it out of you. She'll do it. She has big hands. The kind that gets me drunk. Never mind, just give me the gold, and I'll scrounge up the best swill in this place. Excellent. I'll have this gold turned to a blurry haze soon enough. You want half-barred fresh meat? You know how to keep the talent happy.
And you are?
Yes, speak and make it quick. This one is short on time. Of course she does. This one can read the skies as well as the captain, but Anala will be staying right here. For now, at least. There are rumors of Maormer about. Anala will have none of it. This one stays in the safety of the guard until the coast is clear.
Guild rule. You can't run, you can't keep up. Those that can't keep up get left behind.
Next time, welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild? The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment? Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights. Ha! There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques. And the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir. Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader. No, we only draw blades in service to the Guild. We're technically neutral in the war between the three alliances. We love the Eagle Banner and Her Majesty, of course. But every race, every creed belongs under the Guild Hall's roof. Excellent. Right. Are you... Ha! Yes. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. You're in luck, comrade. Sees All Colors herself is here today. Why don't you go introduce yourself?
You here for crafting certification? Don't worry, there's no cost involved. Your alliance covers all my fees. Once you're certified, they'll let you fulfill the crafting writs. Everyone wins! They're daily requests for crafted goods, but they're only available to certified crafters. If you can show me you know your craft, I'll get you certified. I can train and certify blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers. If that sounds like something you'd want, we can get started. Of course. What do you want to know? Anything with metal in it, and I don't mean horseshoes and calipers. The crafting writs are for weapons and heavy armor, so that's what I teach. Bows, shields, and magical staves. Staffs? No, it's staves. I always forget how to say that. Cloth and leather goods. The crafting writs want pieces of light cloth armor or medium leather armor, so that's what I certify. Have you spoken with Danel Teleno? He handles certification and training for provisioning, enchanting, and alchemy. He's a bit stuffy, but he knows what he's doing. Excellent! We can get started whenever you're ready. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. For good wood, I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sanded maple and turn it into a maple bow. Absolutely! Bows are challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily certify you. But first, go get me a bundle of rough maple. There's a place nearby which should have what you need. Collect an armload and return here. If there's not enough, you'll need to search for more. Look for rough maple in forested areas. Sometimes you'll see logs washed up on beaches. Move, move, move! You think the Daedra are going to wait for you?
Fascinating. Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on Guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Of the Crystal Tower.
Yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you. New members of the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. To the north of the city lies the ruin known as Ondel. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The ruins of Ondel are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept. I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the Guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our Guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept. We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes. We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the eyes of the Queen notice something. The intelligence arm of the Aldmeri Dominion, personally loyal to Her Majesty Queen Irene. My understanding is that many of their members used to adventure with Her Highness during her wild days. I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets.
Now I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.
What is it? My gut's still roiling. Damn the sea and that captain. Ah, yes, yes. No. No, I don't think so. Once was enough for me. These legs were made for the land, and that's where they'll stay. Seasickness. My guts are over there in the corner if you want to examine the aftermath. Oh, I wish I'd listened to Gale. Such a smart girl. Last I heard, she went down the shore. I didn't want to get involved, but she and Anala got into it over some rumors. Anala claimed that Maormer scouts were spotted nearby, and the Gale didn't believe her at all.
Got an in with the foreman. Getting some for a great price.
Yes, this one likes fish. Why is that so funny?
This one found a cove along the coast, rich with clams. Delicious.
Move along.
They'd burn the town. Please, please help us. A group of soldiers came to town. They were dressed like the Marines, but they set fire to the buildings. I heard someone say they were really part of the Veiled Heritance, that splinter group. The Canon Reeves' daughter, Elenwyn, organized an evacuation. Last I saw, she was heading for the barn on the west side of town. Go quickly, please.
wouldn't... You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0 is a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an in-room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. I'm very busy and there's a lot to do. Oh, all right then. What was it? Right, the supplies. 2 of my cooks took deathly ill right in the middle of preparing the Queen's feast. I suspect sabotage. I want to be sure all of our food supplies are safe. I'm not upset. Not at all. I'll examine the supplies in here. You go to the warehouse next door, make sure everything is fresh, and there's nothing out of place.
Thank the stars. You found the problem. Hold on to that. The captain will want to see it. I'm sure it was some kind of test, to see if they could sneak something deadly past our security. Lucky we had you on the job.
Tell me what you found. Good, good. Look, I hate to rush you, but I have another task for you. One of my men, Heldil, has cornered a thug nearby. We need to talk to this lowborn scum. We've no time for this. He's involved in a plot against the Queen, that's all I can say. We need someone like you to get to him. He refuses to speak with a member of the Guard. Just hold it for the moment. Heldil is just up the stairs here, house on the right. Get going. Remember, the Queen's service.
Kindly step back. We have a situation here. Ah, help from the captain. Excellent. Inside, we've cornered a dangerous Mer. He's wanted by the Crown, has valuable information, and threatens to kill himself every time we approach the door. I need him alive. Just get in there and get him talking. Don't listen to what he says. He's half crazed. You get him talking, we move in behind you. Got it?
Get back! One step closer, and I'll cut my throat! Why should I trust you? Fine. Fine. Just don't try anything. Get in here.
You're no god. Thank the stars. Quickly, we don't have much time. They're coming. I know you're just a distraction. Listen closely. Captain Estania is corrupt. She's a member of a group called the Veiled Heritants. Veiled Heritants. They're planning an assassination attempt on the Queen at the temple. They bribed members of her staff to get the speech moved here, where they can have the captain in their pocket. No, only what I've seen and heard. Please, you must warn the Queen. She's in grave danger, and the guards here. Oh no.
Good work, citizen.
Traitors. Scum.
Shut your mouth. You're under arrest.
I live only to serve the Queen.
Sure you do. Faritale?
With pleasure.
Good work. Don't worry. He'll receive a fair trial. The captain is always very even-handed in her pronouncements. Good call. We'll see that this man is taken to a cell. With respect, of course. I have to admit I'm impressed. Cool like the scales of Auriel you are. Good luck with the captain. She sent word. She's moved to protect the Queen. That'll be at the Manor House. Stars guide your steps now.
my errand runner. So good to see you again. Stop right there. On my authority as captain, you're under arrest, under suspicion of conspiracy to regicide. What's that in your pack? Deployment plans for the Marines at the temple. And do I smell the taint of poison on the air? These are the tools of an assassin. It's no use arguing, scum. Not another word out of you.
Raz must admit, even he did not think we'd be seeing each other again so soon. How are you, my friend? He's here to help, as always. You may have noticed your new friend Phasian lies dead on the ground behind you. Raz knew Phasian well, as he thought he did Astanya. The captain happened. Phasian and Raz worked together as agents of the Queen. Phasian was not willing to give up secrets, and so now Phasian is dead. You will soon be free, but as on the island, Raz must ask your aid. You must warn the Queen and her battle reeve. The captain will attempt to murder the Queen at the temple. You must get past the captain's men. Seek out another of Our Lady's agents, Esheba. She stands watch in the marketplace, peddling her wares. Ask her for a souvenir of the First Marines, and she will set you on your path. Now, out of here. Save the Queen.
No entry. No outsiders allowed. No entry.
If you have a letter from the Forge Mother, then you've come to the right place. And we don't even care that you're one of those Khajiit-loving, Bosmer-liking, preening like a high elf, card-carrying members of the Aldmeri Dominion. No offense.
The storm is coming. The scent of war swirls in the air. The Imperial throne lies empty, and 3 great alliances fight to claim it. Evil awakens. A long-vanished foe stirs. Those who would destroy Tamriel seek out dangers to their dark plot. And so Death's long arm reaches out. It is the 582nd year of the Second Era. The drums of war are sounding. This is where our journey begins.